Welcome to the Swamp, the giant that the head ball coach awakened, one that thrived in urban renewal, and now one where only the Gators get out alive. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on a team from the SEC, the Florida Gators. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we're ready to tee it up. And the Gators will kick it off to get us underway. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Power football with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss a tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to wrap him up. Great defenses seem like they got 12 guys on the field. Nice job swarming to the football, engulfing the running back.
Oh, it's a reverse. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you got to love this if you're the defensive coordinator because your defense stayed disciplined. They didn't over-pursue to the running back. They stayed home, played great with their eyes, and they were able to make the tackle.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
He'll bring it back. It's Abrams. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Here comes the offense on first down. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. All wideouts, no backs. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Line gets set, first down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They'll go to the air. With the catch, it's Daniels. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Buys a little time with his feet. He'll try to do it himself. Finds a crease at the 20.
Man, a gets so frustrated, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
The Gators have taken it inside the 20. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Tackle is made after the first down.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense set on 1st down. Out of the gun, the inside give. Headed to the end zone. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
And the Gators have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Quarterback sneak, trying to get a push. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown.
Well, I think sometimes on 1st and goal like that, you're just trying to get up to the line of scrimmage early. You're trying to catch the defense off guard. So you go quarterback sneak, you find the crease, you plow forward, and it worked. They score a touchdown.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Oh, he's going to go for the return. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
You just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make the play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some 1st downs. Get some positive momentum.
Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Wants to throw on 2nd down. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Iowa! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And right down the middle. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. At the 35, he's got room. And he's running in the open. The 20, the 10. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Gator!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And they tacked on the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's coming out of the end zone. He gets a block. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Hawkeye. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
Oh, he's going to take a chance. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? He will score! Touchdown, Florida! He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking it out of the end zone, making a huge play.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Colorado State was far from the friendly confines of Fort Collins, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He lobs one high down the left side. Grabs it inside the 15. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Iowa!
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
People like to say conference affiliation doesn't matter. But you get the SEC against the Big Ten, and there's no denying there's a little extra juice in the building.
Definitely extra juice. The best two conferences, the biggest conferences, Palmer. Everybody talks about these being the power brokers and deciding the future of college football. So, yes, it matters.
A lot of blue bloods in both conferences, David. You're right. I think it's something players are also very aware of, too, is having that conference pride, wanting to win this game, representing representing the rest of the teams in their offense.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut, or I can throw it and I just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. Couldn't connect on that last play. Now 2nd and 10 from the 42. Leaves it with the backs. Pick up of 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
So the offense will go for it around midfield. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
It's really early in the game right now, and if it's 4th and short, 4th and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly. But 4th and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt and just let the game play out. Trust your defense a little bit more.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Setting up the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it, there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Off play action. It falls incomplete, and will change into the field to get things started back up. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. What a job to lay out and make the catch. And this junior loves to show off that big arm. Looking to move it through the air. Buys a little time. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. The Hawkeyes in the hurry-up. A run for the quarterback. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeye!
This guy has been an absolute force in this offense early this season, guys. We're only in the 3rd game. He's already got 3 touchdown catches. Talk about a matchup nightmare for opposing defenses.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So they take advantage of good field position and move it 46 yards. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. They're just about ready to kick it away. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up. It's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the second. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. For a productive play on first down. He's going to pass. He looks that one in nicely. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there and create a negative play.
They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. Picked off. Bringing it back. A tremendous play to make the interception, and then the return takes him close to the 50-yard line.
Defense is about negative plays, creating negative plays, and creating turnovers. What a great job, not only creating the interception, but doing something after it. You see the blocks after the interception, return it almost back to the house, and now you set your offense up for great field position.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Gator.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Tennessee looks like a bunch of world beaters right now, marching all over the field like Smokey in the pregame. They're up 14 over Kennesaw State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. effective after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Off the play fake. Skips away from pressure. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. He was lurking, waiting for his opportunity, and like a gator in the swamp, he went into the roll and got that quarterback.
They did. I tell you what, when you want to be dominant in this league, if Florida wants to get back to being a dominant team, it's got to be guys like this in the trenches dominating football games.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. He'll let it go down the right side. It's complete. A huge pickup.
Really nice timing on that throw. Quarterback had to hold it, allow his receiver to work his route, but he threw it at the perfect moment so that he was able to make the catch inbounds right on the sideline.
And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. He's not afraid to go deep. It's complete. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Iowa.
Yeah, and coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And the extra point is good. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Fires downfield. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, you know what they say, tips lead to picks. To the offense, they're lucky that one wasn't intercepted.
The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He's going up top. Oh, picked off. Trying to take it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
He'll start this drive firing, using the back as a receiver on the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't.
Looking deep. And it's caught inside the 20. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
Huge play, puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line gets set, first down. He'll set up to throw. Makes the grab. It's Hoffman. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's looking to throw. Makes his connection. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. The Hawkeyes heading quickly to the line. Back to the air one more time. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a fourth down stop. Touchdown, Hawkeye! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. They're lining up to boot it away. Yes, that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. On first down, here comes this offense. The give to the back. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
On second down, looking again to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots. You soften up the coverage. You get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running game later on.
Third and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. Using his feet. To the 15. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
The Gators will snap it on first and 10. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Hit the gas, headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And he made the extra point without problem. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. He's looking to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They're going to throw it again. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And the double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. And he's brought down, and his defense gets the ball back for its own.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop, and now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Quarterback keeps it. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete to the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
They'll throw it on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Gators sending the offense back to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a... Oh, he gets downfield for the big catch. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. They'll try the run. At the 45, on his way. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback will audible. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Pushed back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He is delivering the blow while running the ball, and he gets it to the 39.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
After trying the running game on first down, they come to the line on second down. He's looking to throw. Got the quick pass. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll get rid of it. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They're bringing heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
They've already gone for it a couple of times on 4th down, converted once. Looks as if they'll try a 3rd. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Out of out of the gun to give to the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. Still running at the 40. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first. Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
And the runner is down, and so is a flag. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Forced out of the pocket. Just gets rid of it before the heat. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. They keep attacking through the air. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
You know, when you go dime personnel package, you got extra DBs in the game, so it's harder to throw if you're the quarterback. There's just not as many windows. They've got more guys in coverage. You're expecting to at least have a little bit more time, but your offensive line, man, they just couldn't hold up.
And the Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looking for a block. It's Abrams. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. This quarterback part of their running game. Got a lot of running room. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
We got to give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They were able to pave the way for a first down.
The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Webb. Running with power. Hit the afterburners, kid. Touchdown, Gator! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half. A Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in a groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
And he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
That first down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on second down for the 16. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. Got room at the 35. He's off to the races. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. The Hawkeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. Hand off from the shotgun. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that and start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
They want to throw it. Get it out on the screen. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the third. And the Hawkeyes are flying down the field. Wide receiver shows motion. The give to the back. They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone, a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
On the move. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the fourth quarter.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa! What a run for this playmaker to just elude the defense and get in for the score.
And I tell you what, defensively, you can't let this guy get on the edges. You cannot give up contain. When you're defensive ends, you got to stay outside. You got to make sure you know this guy's going to scramble and try to make plays, and you got to make sure you keep him in the pocket.
Coming down the stretch in the fourth, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Gators sending the offense back to work. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He'll run it again. Open space at the 25. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Well, on offense, you've got to love the way your offensive line is playing in this game. They're getting tremendous movement up front, climbing into second level, and really giving these backs and ball carriers a lot of room to run all game long.
Complete to the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
He's back to throw on second down. He's moving out of the pocket. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some work.
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And the Gators will have it 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Unloads it left. Got it. Touchdown, Florida. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. Makes a move. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and then guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in a terrific top 15 matchup. LSU is just getting blown off the field today. It's like they haven't even been competitive. How'd you like to be the network censor on the coaches show this week? They're trailing by 25 to UTSA. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They'll start this drive with a pass. They're trying to get to him. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
The short hands, it's Webb. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Using his legs, it's Webb. Smashes through. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. Complete to the right. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quarterback checking the play. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. He'll just keep slinging it. Using the quick game. Touchdown, Gator! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You could tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the fourth quarter for the touchdown.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Iowa has the ball back on offense. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Floating away. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he's chased out of bounds, but not before he gets the first down, stops the clock, and has them on the move trying to get the late score.
Defensively, I think you have different strategies for these situations. The clock is your friend, right? You want that thing to tick. You're up in the fourth quarter, but you don't want to sit back and prevent, because you've heard the saying, you really just prevent yourself from winning.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Looking to move it through the air. That's caught. It's Hoffman. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds. And now the offense trying to score one late. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
They'll throw it on first down. He's right on target.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. And the offense gets the ball back. How lucky are they? 5 points of pressure, high and tight. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Enormous play coming right here. Third down, and this crowd is bringing down the house. Looking to throw for it. Starting to feel a little pressure. And they fail to hook up on third down.
Great job of timing the blitz and calling it at a perfect moment when the offense was going to drop back and throw. They're able to get to him, hit him. They don't get the sack, but they do affect his accuracy and calls it complete.
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quarterback now breaking the field. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. Timeout is called and the clock is down to 8. And this is the chance for this offense. A first and goal, fourth quarter, trying to tie the game up. Looking to throw. Buying some time. He makes a grab. And he will score. Touchdown, Hawkeyes.
How about the offense in that situation to come up so big? The place is going bananas. It's so hard to hear. It's so hard to execute. And you just put 6 on the board and have a chance to kick this PAT and tie the game.
This is supposed to be the easiest play in football, except when there's this much pressure. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they've tied it up in the final seconds. Looks as if we might be headed for overtime. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Every play magnified in the fourth quarter, and you just get the thing tied up, and the kickoff goes out of bounds to give up field position. Offense getting set for first down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete, and the clock strikes 0, and we are heading to overtime. first play of the first possession of OT. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. They'll run the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. The Hawkeyes will start with the ball first here in overtime. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's looking for a man on second down. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously you don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Gets behind those pads, picks up 4 on the play, but it's still a 4th down and 3. They're going to go for it with a couple of good options here. Get it to the 1, you get the first down. Get it farther, you get the touchdown. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. This, the biggest play of the game so far. Going for it on 4th down in overtime. The offense will use a timeout with a critical down coming in overtime. This, the biggest play of the game so far. Going for it on 4th down in overtime. On the move. Touchdown, Iowa! They take the lead here in overtime.
And I love these designed runs, goal-to-go situations. Gotta have it. I know I get an extra blocker with now my quarterback running the football, being decisive, getting downhill, getting in the end zone.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. From the gun, running back gets to give. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
And at this point of the game, you just got to wonder if the defense is getting tired. Here in OT, they just don't seem to have the punch up front that like they had earlier in the game, and they're just playing on their heels.
Got enough space. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
It's really hard on a defense to drop back and know it's pass. And then a quarterback like that, he just has the ability to pull it down and just, bam, shoot through a hole, chew up yards so fast, outrun fast guys. It's just really hard to stop in today's football.
They've got the screen set up.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Quarterback checking off. On second down, they'll take to the air. Coming after it. Touchdown, Florida! They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with the point after.
First off, really impressed by how physical this guy is still running the ball this late in the game. But now it's decision time. You want to play it safe, kick the extra point, or are you feeling aggressive to go for 2 points?
And I think this is all about how you feel about your defense and how you feel about this game extending. Do I have a chance? Do I have better players? Am I more fatigued? Like, all this has to come into account because you got a chance right now with one play to win this football game.
They don't want to play another overtime. They'll try to win it or lose it on a 2-point conversion. Offense will use a timeout here to make sure everyone is on the same page here in overtime. Don't assume on this extra point. They needed to send it to a second OT. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Overtime period. They'll run it to the right side. They stop him right on the edge of the red zone and pick up a 5 to the 20. With a condensed field in overtime, if you can establish the run, it is a huge advantage.
Big time advantage. You establish your physicality, come out the gates, put you in a positive way. Now I can play action, opens the whole playbook.
On second down, he's looking downfield. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Defense will call a timeout. They got a peek at the formation, want to make sure they're in the right call on this big down here in overtime. And, guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 3rd down, going up top. Makes the catch. It's Hawkins. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
The tension, the intensity, the drama, the offense steps to the line on 4th down in overtime. He'll take it himself. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Gator! Got it in to take the lead here in the second OT.
What a day. His 3rd rushing touchdown. And when you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
They got the touchdown. Now in the second overtime, you have to go for 2. He's looking to throw. They can't convert, and the lead remains at 6, and now they'll have to go on defense. on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Running back searching for a hole. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Man, you play this whole game back and forth into overtime. Now you got a chance to set the tone, run the football in overtime, and be a little physical.
And if you can run the ball and not put it in jeopardy by throwing passes, that's a great way to finish the deal. The noise level is relentless here on second down. From the gun, the give, looking for room. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Third down, and they need a touchdown to stay in the game. They'll go to the air on third and short. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on fourth down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
Fourth down to keep their chances alive in overtime. Quarterback will keep it. Got some room into the goal line. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! And the answer here in overtime.
Man, what a great response by this offense. Going down the field, scoring the touchdown. Now, I got to go for two. I know the new overtime rules. They changed this years ago. Jesse, you should work on this in practice. What's your go-to two-point play right here?
I'll tell you, after running the ball as well as they did on that last touchdown, I could see them doing it again. I think they've got confidence in the big fellas up front to get it done, find a way into the end zone, and be more physical.
He wants to throw it. He got it in there, and we are tied again. Is this fun or what? We're headed to triple OT. What a thriller. What a confidence builder to be able to come up with a win like that in overtime.
This team has to love their ability to come up with big plays in big moments. How about in overtime, the individual efforts we saw, this team playing as a unit, doing enough and doing everything that was needed to get the W.
It's such an exciting game, up and down, back and forth. It's heartbreaking if you lose, but when you come through with these games late in the ball game, it gives you confidence throughout the season to continue to build on it. What a great win.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.